What's up, everybody? Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and we are playing some more Civ 6. We're doing our AI-only championship series, and we are on to Group 2. So Group 1 finished, and we had Gandhi come out in first place, and Eleanor of Aquitaine actually stormed back to grab second place. So now we are on to Group 2. We have Gorgo, we have Nubia, we have Spain, we have the Maori, we have Arabia, we have Congo, we have Japan, we have Australia, we have Babylon. So lots of intrigue with this particular game. Number one, you know, we saw the last Greece just barely miss out, so will this Greece actually make it through? Nubia is one of the more powerful civs early game because they have an early game unit, so we'll see whether or not they can utilize that, but that also means there's going to be some desert, so who knows, we'll see. Philip II, I mean, he's mediocre, so we'll see how that happens. Coupe, is Coupe going to actually be able to survive? Is Coupe going to actually be able to have a good starting position? Will the AI actually be able to play Coupe? Probably not, but we shall see. Saladin's going to have one of the last religions, so that's going to give him some bonus points, where Congo's not going to be able to get any of the religious points, which puts him a little bit behind, so we'll see if he can overcome that. And then we got Japan and Australia, two of the best civs in the game, two of the best AIs in the game as well, so they're clearly going to be the favorites going into this round. I don't know if they're going to spawn right next to each other, being that they are in order, which once again, all of this was randomized, so I'm not doing anything funky here. And then we got Hammurabi here at the end. Hammurabi is a civ that we have yet to actually see play. We're going to see whether or not the AI actually gets the negative 50%, whether they utilize the boost, whether or not, you know, they're able to be able to cruise with the science, whether they're going to be overpowered like when the player plays it. So everything else here is like it was before. I think we're good to go. So I'm gonna hit start game and we'll be back in just 1 second. All right, let's launch in and see how the game ended up shaking out here. Okay, so we ended up with 2 continents, which is actually interesting depending on where Mari ends up. Now, he does have an island. Oh, wow, actually, this would be really good for him. And he is coming down here. Okay, so Mari is going to be in an okay position for maybe the first time we've ever seen in this game. Then to the western island, we have Babylon over here. I'm really intrigued to see how the AI is going to do with the science. Let's see. Who discovered this? Who discovered that hero? It got discovered, but I thought this didn't pop up until, I guess I discovered it. Somehow, I don't know what I did, but apparently I discovered it. Okay, then we have Gorgo up north. Gorgo's pretty close to Saladin. Gorgo tends to be a little aggressive, so we'll see how this one ends up working out. Also, they both tend to go for a religion, so we'll see whether or not they end up at war with each other, but probably, surely that one wasn't me. No, how, what? Because last time we weren't discovering them until the AI was actually founding them. So anyways, Nubia ended up over here with the desert, but they got quite a bit of room. Spain is over in the corner here. Got a lot of mountain ranges here. Not a terrible spot, a little trapped, but honestly not bad. And then Congo with the sexy green. I actually really like that color scheme. I mean, it's not the prettiest color, but I kind of dig it. Then Japan's down here near the coast, but not on the coast. And actually, this is going to be a map that's not super beneficial to Japan. And what's rather interesting is the 2 major continents are actually right next to each other. So we might see some Babylon-Japan stuff going on, but who knows, who knows. And then Australia is down here on this corner. So I would be very worried if I was Congo, because you got Japan and you got Australia right on your butt. So meteors falling, though, right next to Japan. Is Japan going to actually pick? Yeah, they did. Wow, okay. Okay. And Maori got 2. They're going to actually have all 3 cities here on this island. Wow, I could not have hoped for a better map for Japan, or for Maori. Interesting. Will Maori be able to make it out of a group stage? Oh my God. I don't know. Probably not, but you know, we're hoping that something spectacular happens here. So barbarians are destroying Nubia right now. Yeah, remember how I mentioned how Nubia was actually pretty strong early game, and here they go getting their city burned down. Luckily for them, it's their capital, so it won't get completely taken. It'll just get burned down to 0. The bigger issue is the fact that she is just, A, not really able to build much but military units, and then B, her military is getting completely eradicated. Looks like Australia is going to go for war with Congo here. Would not be surprised by that. Japan has barbarian issues of their own. I am really intrigued to see. Okay, so if we looked here, Babylon is at 8 science right now, which makes sense. Are they getting the boosts? Improve 2C resources. I think so. Because there's no way, yeah, I mean, there's no way that they have horseback riding already, unless they're getting the boost. Because horseback riding would be, I think, building on horses. Correct? Build a pasture. Yeah, so there's no way then. Gorgo actually got a hero. Cool. Yeah, so they definitely are getting the boost then. So then the issue is whether or not how good the AI is at utilizing it, which I'm going to imagine is probably not great. Congo's in a very awkward situation right now, mostly because it looks like they were going for Chingeta, which is another new city-state that I've never seen before. Interesting. Let's see. International domestic trade routes receive +1 faith for every follower in the city of your founded or majority religion. Interesting. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, so he's got the surround going right now. Wonder if Congo is going to be able to come back. Now, the interesting thing is Australia is not going to be able to hold this. If anything, this is probably not great from Australia. We'll see whether or not they raise it. They might raise it, but they're not going to hold it. So ultimately, what's going to happen is they're going to take the city, but then it's just going to flip back eventually. So it's going to be somewhat like a bit of a lost war for them, but we'll see. Japan's already with 4 cities down here. They're looking pretty good. Spain is rolling with 4 cities. They're okay. Nubia is only at 3 cities, but they did finally beat back the barbarians. But yeah, they're a bit behind right now. And it looks like Congo's going for war against Nubia or something. I don't actually know. So there you go. They didn't burn it down. They're trying to hold on to it. Are they going to be able to push all the way to the capital? Maybe, actually. That was the one thing that I didn't actually give them potential credit for, is they could just go take the capital. Now, Mari is sitting with 2 cities instead of putting down their 3rd. You could have been doing, come on. Oh, he put a city up here. That's what happened. Okay, well, there you go. Saladin's very appreciative of your city, though. It looks so good. It looks so freaking good there for a second for the Maori. And then, yeah. Babylon's only at 4 cities right now. Gorgo's at 4 cities. They got one of their heroes. Who has the heroes right now? Right now, Gorgo's the only one with the hero, which is interesting. Who got the religions? Only 1 religion right now in Spain. Yeah, there's some. I'd say there's some. There's actually 2 religious civs in the game. Although Japan, They're actually full loyalty there now. Was not expecting that. Yeah, that's a little strange. Congo, 163. Australia's at 218. Congo, this is not good. No, because I would not be shocked if Japan ends up coming and going to war here. Although, no, they ended up declaring war on Australia. Interesting. This is definitely where the hot stuff is going to be. They're a little bit behind when it comes to military units, but having suzerain, they might be able to ninja Perth. Nope, the walls came up in Perth. The walls, the clutch walls for Australia, and that should put an end to that war right there. At least, you know, it's not going to end the war, but it's going to end any opportunity they had to win. Barbarians are raiding in Babylon, which, oh no, they're pillaging their campus. What is Babylon ever going to do? Coupe got Sinbad. That's actually maybe okay. I mean, he already has oceanography, so I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's probably not a whole lot Sinbad's going to be able to discover, so I don't know he's going to get a lot of gold from it, but, you know, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? He did put his 3rd city down here, but like other people are at 4 or 5 cities now, so he needs a little bit of work to catch up. Arabia's at 5 cities, and they're about to have 6, but the only reason they have 5 is because of the generosity of Mari. Saladin's currently in 1st place. Once again, 5 cities. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Corinth is at 5, or Gorgo rather, Corinth. I mean, she's actually, no, she's Sparta. Yeah, she's not even Corinth, so anyways. Yeah, you're at 5 as well. Is anyone really far behind other than Coupe? Nubia. Yeah, because, you know, she's at 3 still. Yeah, she's having a hard time here. Did she lose a settler? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. And then Congo, who got their butt kicked. And then Japan, who's basically fighting a failed war right now. And they're only at 4 cities. They're trying to get 5 up there, but barbarians. So Australia's looking really strong right now. I don't know if Japan's going to be able to pull it back. I don't know. And the other thing to keep in mind is Saladin is in a very, 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 very good position here. I think he's also strong enough. Let's see, he's at 140. Gorgo is rolling with 154. He might be strong enough to fight off any aggression. That's kind of, well, okay, long term though, he doesn't have a lot of area to expand to. Especially now that she put Gnosis up here. I think he's still going to be okay, and I think he did declare war. Or if he didn't, he's about to be at war with Gorgo. Yeah, he's at war with Gorgo. So he is pushing, but he's not going to be able to take the city because it has walls. And she's actually pushing right here, and she's got the hero too. Which hero is this one? Melee strength. We would like to see what everyone's group is. I don't think we've seen any vampires, though. So, that's a disappointment. Babylon, I think, has a good chance here. Because they got a lot of room to grow. I mean, Mari's got a lot of room as well, but they're probably just too far behind. You were discovered by Jean Catin, which is very unfortunate if you were both Japan and Congo. You're like, dang it. All right, so you are doing cultists. You're actually having loyalty issues again. I think they peaced. Yeah, they did peace. It was quite a bit of a failed war. And yeah, they're pretty far behind. Did they lose their settler? No. But they didn't get the city settled. Where is their settler? Yeah, what happened? They had a settler. Maybe it was Nagoya? Maybe they didn't have Nagoya before, I guess? That must be what happened. Is Congo still at war? No. No, so they're alive. You're back to full loyalty. You still only have 3 cities. Dang it, Nubia. Nubia has made it to the knockout rounds before. I know they have. It's a bit of a surprise. I would say Nubia is like... Ooh, vampires here for Spain. Nubia is like maybe bottom half, but like just barely. So what, there's like what, 54 total civ leaders and stuff like that? I mean, she would be like right at 27 or so, you know, right around there, maybe just slightly below. So like 29th or something like that, where it's like, yeah, there's definitely a chance for her to, you know, advance and make it to the knockout rounds. She's probably not going to win. She's going to need a lot of luck to win, but you know, hey, who knows? Who knows? This is like, it's sports, you know, just because you're not the best team doesn't mean you're not going to win the championship. Patrick Mahomes can always just get absolutely knocked out and murdered before the championship. Actually, I like Greece. I like Kansas City. I like Kansas City. I'm a Cleveland fan. We're looking at playoffs this year. Woo! Is there any chance? Okay, here, perfect example. If you follow American football, Nubia is essentially like the Cleveland Browns. Are they going to make the playoffs? I mean, there's definitely a chance. Cleveland Browns probably have a better chance to make the playoffs than she has to make the knockout rounds. But either way, you know. But if she makes the playoffs, you know, there's no way that she's probably going to make it. Unless something spectacular happens. Which is most likely not going to happen. Anyways, Gorgo is now starting to push. I don't think she has enough military strength to take anything, but she is making, you know, some damage. And, you know, Arabia doesn't have any walls yet. Now, what's interesting is, okay, so all their religion is gone. So let's see, we got Spain, we got Greece, we got Australia, we got Arabia, we got Japan. So kind of the expected ones there. Kind of the expected ones. Congo's still only at 3 cities here. You got claimed by Philip. Dude, Philip's got a chance. He's in an awkward spot, but with a very weak Nubia over here, and if he starts settling and coming in this direction, he's got a lot of barbarians. And a really weak Congo here, and their religion. I mean, he is going to have to compete with both Australia and Japan, but both of those guys are definitely focused on other things. Japan might be focused a little bit on faith. I don't think either of them, though, are too focused on faith. I wouldn't... And maybe Japan. Although he's popping out Samurai already, which is really nice. Yeah. Samurai, with the fact that they don't lose combat strength, is just crazy. But not being on the coast is going to be a bit of a problem for them. But, I mean, Spain's... They could pull the Elnor in this game and make a comeback. They're going to have to be a little more aggressive than the Spanish AI. The Spanish AI is really never that aggressive, but they did have vampires. So the vampires mixed with potentially weak neighbors could really come and benefit them. What's going to be interesting is whether or not they're going to get Dark Ages and stuff like that. And that's the other thing too, is maybe some key Dark Ages here could help flip some stuff. So we should have First World Congress here any second, and we are about to get probably the first Dark Age from someone, so we shall see. I'm intrigued to see if any AI is ever going to get a Dark Age in the first era. I mean, chances are no, but how's Score looking? Coupe is still way back there. Nubia's not much further ahead, and like, let's be honest, if there's one thing that would just be an embarrassment, it would be to lose to Coupe in this game. Oh, poor Coupe. We have such high hopes. Such high hopes. The other thing is with the barbarians constantly harassing her, I mean, that makes her a little on the weaker side, but this right here is a problem for Spain. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be a problem for Spain. 2 turns. Australia hasn't really been doing too much. Yeah, and now they're buying a lot of missionaries. So it looks like they might have switched to a religious victory. Kind of disappointing. How's the wonder score? Gorgo has 3 thus far. Okay. That's one of the reasons she's in first place. She also got a little points for religion. But you remember, she's got a religious battle right next to her. Okay, so Dark Age from Japan, Congo, Mari, surprise, surprise, Nubia, and Greece. So Gnosis is gonna go flip over here, it looks like, which is rather interesting. This is not too great for Gorgo. Yeah, she doesn't have much military left either. Now, Saladin doesn't have much military either, and she's got a lot of walls, but, especially with the city just straight flipping, I don't know, we might start seeing some loyalty issues here. We'll see. We'll see, we'll see. This might be a precursor to Arabia starting to ball. You might be able to get a lot of golden ages just because of the tech boost. And actually, I'm really intrigued to see where you're currently at. So you're at 46 science. Now, the thing is, his science isn't going to look nearly as bad as a player science simply because of the ridiculous AI boost he gets from it. 1 from that campus. Oh my god, that campus is 0. But yeah. Yeah, and he's doing really good actually. He already has freaking cav. Oh my god. What the hell? Turn 82 cav. I mean, we've seen that before. I've seen some really early cav in the game, but my god. She's not built it yet because I don't think she has the money. And by he. Yeah, I don't think he has the money to upgrade. He's actually building cav out, but yeah, he's not upgrading because he can't afford it. But oh my god. Oh, it's gonna be fun. Okay, so maybe Babylon is gonna be one of the more powerful civs. I really honestly didn't give the AI much hope with Babylon, but I don't know. The other thing to keep in mind is he's gonna get so many techs, early techs, that might allow him just to get a lot of early wonders. Now, there's not nearly as many wonders in the tech tree as there are in the civic tree, but I don't know. I mean, he's in 4th place, but he's not that far behind. He's not that far behind. The probably biggest disappointment for him at this point is the fact that he's not near anyone, so he can't utilize his tech advantage to declare war. But anyways, all right, so we did get 2 flips here. You're flipping to Japan, you're flipping to Congo. You're at 9 turns, you're at 9 turns. And everything else is at full loyalty, actually, except Mabilwe, but you know, you're fine. You're fine. Australia's not really putting much pressure on anyone. Nubia ended up losing Faras, which is full loyalty right now. That's actually kind of surprising. Wow. Yeah, that's actually really surprising. No loyalty issues yet, mostly because Spain doesn't have too much focus over there yet. I wonder... Yeah, I'm kind of wondering what Spain's thinking right now. Are they thinking, this is kind of juicy land down here, we could go conquer? Are they thinking, hey, we need to go clear this out? And I mean, settling in here would be a lot. And like, this is the thing with Spain is, like, they can really start settling a bunch of this territory. And if they start settling all of this and then potentially flip this, like, they're in a really strong spot here. Like, they're in 3rd place right now. They got a decent religious score. They are building another wonder. I mean, I'm digging Spain right now. I'm digging Spain. I think Arabia, I think I would have to pick. But then again, Arabia at this point, for them continuing, like if Arabia is gonna get in the top 2, they almost are gonna have to take some of Gorgo's territory. Where Spain, on the other hand, I think could get in the top 2 without really much, it should be fairly easy for them to get in there, I think. I don't know. I think the game right now is between Spain, Saladin, Babylon, and Australia. I think those are the 4. Those 4 are really going to be in competition with each other. Okay, so you got owls, You got void slingers, you got the vampires, which we saw, the owls, the void slingers, the hermetic order, the owls, the hermetic order, and the void slingers. We didn't really see the ley lines in this one like we saw in that last one. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple there, but yeah, this is much more typical here of our normal ley lines. I mean, there's a bunch up there, but yeah. This is why I don't like the hermetic order. If you get extraordinarily lucky and you have a bunch of ley lines in your territory, sure, but there's a really good chance that you end up in territory that just has no ley lines and you're just kind of like, well, I guess it's wasted then. So yeah, he ended up losing one of his territories. Okay, so we're at 18 minutes. Let's keep going. Try and do it a little bit longer so we can get through the series, but we'll see. Special session of World Congress. How are we doing here? I mean, there's actually been quite a bit already, I will say. Military emergency against Jean Cutton. Did it fail? Did it pass? I don't know. Advance. John Curtin has been targeted for an emergency. Okay, there you go. Who is now at war with him? Probably Spain, Congo, and Japan. Spain isn't really close enough to make much of a difference. Actually, that's a free cav unit right there. He actually has 2 vamps as well now. What's his strongest unit? It looks like a swordsman, so the vampires are rolling at 36. Did he have a pikeman? He might have had a pikeman. Yeah, no, I think he actually did have a pikeman. So the vampires are rolling at 42? 41. Which, you know, better than 36. Australia, though, isn't really too threatened. Although, then again, there's a bunch of samurai incoming. So that will be intriguing. But with the walls, then again, 29 combat strength. So the walls, you know, hard to take over. But 29 combat strength against a samurai that's what, 44? Samurai? 48? 48. They're going to do a lot of damage straight attacking the city. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Also, too, with the battering ram. But why are you going for this city? Oh, you know what? The worst might be for that city. Boo. Babylon, did it have caveat? No. Dude, Babylon also, like, if you play anything other than vampires with Babylon, you're just, no, I hate you. Seriously. Because you, like he could have a cav right now, which is 52. He could have freaking 2 vampires at this point that are at 52 combat strength to go along with his cav. Like, that's stupid. Like, come on. It's like basically just like, free power units, man. Gnosis is flipping in 2 turns. That's gonna give, actually Hammurabi's in first place? Interesting. It's only the 1 wonders and no religions. I think the tech score is what's really giving him the points. Yeah. Now that lead is probably not gonna stay as large as we get to later in the game. He will end up losing some of it. Where's he at, by the way? He's at 50 tech. Dude, he's so overpowered. I hate to say it. I really do. But I think what they need to do is maybe lower his science by like 40%. And I think the research should be like you should get 90% of it or something like that. So you still have to research it. So essentially you can't just like jump ahead and get like infantry when you've not gotten any of the prereqs. I hate to say it because they're so freaking fun. But yeah. When the AI, which is not good at utilizing it, is just absolutely destroying everyone in science. Yeah, there's probably a potential problem there. So 2 city flips here. I'm trying to think who you would be from. Would you have been Nubia? I guess. And Congo's flipping here as well. So that means we're going to start seeing some loyalty pressure probably down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you should be okay, but Moreau is going to start getting loyalty pressure from all 3. Now, they're both really small, so I suppose in the scheme of things, maybe it won't be that much. Beowulf discovered by Coupe. Congratulations, Coupe. Great people. What do we got here? So Beowulf was Coupe. Australia ended up with Heracles. Maui was Gorgo. Then Oya was Spain, and Sinbad was Mari. So Mari actually has had 2. And yet it has not helped him at all. Himiko was Hojo. Hey, there you go. Oh, actually, Himiko is probably Japan. Or China, right? Himiko? That sounds like a Japanese name, though. Himiko. Yeah, Japan. There you go. Perfect. Now, if only the Mari would have gotten Maui, but oh well. Oh well. It would have been so perfect, man. All right, Great Library is about to finish for Babylon, which is good. And they're also working on Forbidden City. They might be wonder focused. Yeah, and they're also building the Alhambra. Yeah, I think he's wonder focused. Babylon's looking pretty good. And he's got a lot of space here as well. Yeah. Gorgo's still up there. Gorgo's currently in second place. I just don't think Gorgo's sustainable. Not with the radio right there. What's the religion looking like here? It's split. Yeah, it's split. And she is going to be able to put her religion down here on Babylon. But, you know, unless, of course, Japan does it. So it looks like the emergency is going to fail. You did end up flipping. You're flipping to Australia, actually. Interesting. Okay, there you go. So I guess you're not going to have to worry about anyone flipping. Barbarians are finally getting pushed back. But you still have some barbarians up there. But, I mean, Vampire here is going to do a lot of work. The crossbows are going to be okay. I don't think he has crossbows yet either, though. So I don't think his walls are doing that much crossbow damage. I think they might be doing archer damage. I don't know. You actually have a vampire all the way down here, which is kind of stupid. Yeah, especially when you have all the barbarians up there. Huh, okay, that's fine, that's fine. What's our world climate looking like right now? Still 1, okay. Gorgo got Anasai. Is it gonna make much of a difference? Anasai is ranged 1, right? Yeah, 48 range strength, so her walls are gonna be doing really good damage then. The Ita's being finished, the Chichen is being finished by you. You're still working on Forbidden City. You must have, yeah, you finished Alhambra. And then, what was the other one you were working on? I think it was the potato, right? So yeah, he's pulling away right now with these wonders. He's got 3 wonders right now. John Cutton also has 3 wonders, and neither had a religion, or did John Cutton have a religion? Australia did have a religion, okay. So keep in mind right now, Babylon is winning, and he doesn't have a religion. Or he's tied right now with Australia, who doesn't have a religion. Now, what's interesting here is Australia is pretty well hated, and he's pretty much out of room. So is he going to be able to continue to expand? Because if this is where his empire stands for the rest of the game, he's not going to be in the top 2. Especially with, like, aggressive Japan next to him. You know, there's going to be a lot of wars back and forth here. So, I don't know. We're going to see if Japan or if Australia can overcome that. Spain is still looking pretty dang good. They got a little bit of work to do, but, you know, they are probably in maybe the second best position after Hammurabi. Maybe even in a better position, because quite frankly, this is a lot more territory. Maori way over there. I mean, sure. Like, if the Maori would just focus his cities in one continent, like one place, it's like you have room, settle near yourself. Don't, like, why? Oy. Okay, well, we're gonna wrap this episode up here. I'm hungry. I need to go get some food. It's lunchtime. It's 2 o'clock. Let's take a quick look and see why every time. Let's see who's at war. So you're still at war with Australia. Oh, that's why you're sending your vampire down there, by the way. Nubia's at war with Australia. Maori's at war with Australia. So pretty much the entire world is at war with Australia. Yeah, everyone that has met Australia is at war with Australia. All right, good job, bud. And then I wanted to obviously pop in here and let's see where we're at. So, have you revealed Niter yet? Yes. Do you have infantry or a musketman? Yes. Do you have Niter? Yes. And you have musketmen. Dang. So you could have 55 combat strength, you know, vampires. Just throwing that out there. You also have Cuirassiers, which are at 64. Actually, yeah, you could have 64 combat strength. Just saying. Actually, the Cavs at 62, so they're better than the Musketmen. But whatever. So yeah, you're quite far along here. All right, well, I think with that, let's wrap the episode up now. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, comment. Let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button, join the game, comment, share your support. Quick glance. No one's really close to anything here. No. So, all right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everyone.